Hello everyone, welcome to another session on reading and interpreting an execution plan using method 1. So this is the third example which I am sharing across. If you have not watched my previous examples, example 1 and 2, you can go back to the playlist SQL Tuning Extras where you can find the previous examples. Before we start, we have also put up on a course on Udemy, that is Oracle SQL Performance Tuning from scratch to tuner, and if you're interested in this course, you can enroll for the same. So let's get started with reading and interpreting execution plan using method 1, example 3. So this is an execution plan with 5 operations. The first starts with the select statement 0 until 5th. So we will be going to interpret or read this execution plan using method 1, that is nothing but your parent-child relationship. And when you say a parent-child relationship, the rule states that the child will execute first and then the parent will execute. Now, in order to read this execution plan using a parent-child relationship, we will have to draw a similar structure, this tree-like structure here. And let's see how we are going to do that. So we'll be starting to write this tree structure from top to bottom approach. So 0 is the first operation which is going to execute because it is indented towards the left hand side. So 0 is the first operation here, if you see. The next operation is 1, and since it is indented inside towards 0, so 1 becomes the child of 0. So 1 is written over here as a child of 0. The next operation is the second operation. Now since 2 is indented towards the right side and under 1, 2 is the child of 1. Okay, and if you see, along with 2, there is operation number 5 which is on the same level as 2. So that means the operation 2 and 5 will become the child of operation number 1. So 2 and 5 are written as the child under operation number 1. Now since 2 is on the top and 5 is on the bottom, the rule states that I will write 2 on the left hand side and 5 on the right hand side under operation number 1. Now the only operation left is 3 and 5. Now since 3 and 5 are on the same level of indentation, so they are both the child of operation number 2 because they are falling under operation number 2. So 3 and 4 will become the child of operation 2. So I have written 3 and 4 as the child operation under operation number 2. Now since 3 is on the top and 4 is on the bottom, I have written 3 on the left hand side and 4 on the right hand side. Now in order to read this execution plan or the order of operation of the execution plan, I will be reading this tree structure from bottom to top and left to right, as we have seen in the previous example. So if I look at the bottom to top, 3 and 4 are the first operation which are supposed to execute, correct? So 3 and 4 can be one of the operations which is going to execute. But now when I look from left to right, if I look, I see that the third is the first operation which is going to execute and not the fourth. So looking at this approach from bottom to top and from right to left, third operation is the first which is going to execute. So 3 will execute first. Okay, so third operation is going to execute first. Now after third, 2 should execute, bottom to top approach. So after third, 2 should execute, but in order to execute 2, because 2 is the parent and it has got 2 childs, 3 and 4, without the child, the parent cannot execute. So in order to execute 2, 4 should execute. So the order of operation will be 3, then 4, then 2, correct? Now after 2, so after 3, 4 and then 2. So once that is done, once 2 is executed, 1 should execute. But in order to execute 1 being the parent, it has got 2 childs, 2 and 5 should execute first, right? So after 2, 5 will execute, then 1 will execute, and ultimately the parent 0 will execute. So that is how the order of operation will be 3, 4, 2, 5, 1, 0. This is how we read the order of operation in an execution plan using a parent-child relationship by creating a tree structure. So this of course is a lengthy approach to identify which operation is going to execute first. In the next example, I will showcase one more method to deduce this execution plan much faster without creating this parent-child relationship tree. Thank you for joining this session. That will be all for today. Thank you so much.